Course Self-Reflection by Penelope. Reflection. I've learned many things in this unit that will help me in my current and future life. Now that I'm just about done with this course, I think it's time to reflect on 4 things that have helped and will continue to help me on my educational journey. My learning preferences. Learning preferences refer to the preferences you have for certain types of learning. If you're unaware, the different types of learning are auditory, visual, and kinesthetic. Everyone has a preferred learning style, meaning that we work much better when we work in a learning environment with that style. For me, I'm a visual learner. I like to look at graphs and drawings to better my understanding of topics. This is the first thing we learned in this course. Personal significance. I'll be honest, I'd never heard of the different learning styles before this course, so learning about my preferred learning style is oddly comforting. It's great knowing that if I don't get a topic, I may just need to try relearning it while using my preferred learning style. Current application. Most recently, I've been able to apply my preferred learning style when going through all the lessons in my course. When going over something, I make sure to have my preferred learning style in mind, looking for real-life examples and graphs. I also have been able to use my preferred learning style when doing assignments by keeping all the different learning styles in mind when doing presentations, like using photos for visual learners and using videos for audio learners, and trying out interactive for kinesthetic learners. Future application. While school may be over in high school, college, or university, learning never ends. There are always opportunities to discover new topics and learning about them. Knowing your learning style can help you faster and better understand these topics. For me, I know I will definitely use my preferred learning style throughout the rest of high school and college. It can help me effectively study and understand topics better in class. Also, as I mentioned before, I will use it in everyday life when approaching new topics. Problem solving. Problems will continue to happen all throughout our lives. Whether they are big problems or small, they'll always be around, which is why it's important to learn how to deal with them. In this course, we learned about the different ways to solve all of our problems in the educational world and beyond. We learned how to go over our problems and the solutions to them. We also learned how to make a mind map, a map that lets you get out all your thoughts on a certain problem and brainstorm the outcomes. Personal significance. Knowing how to solve my problems has made significance in my life by taking away tons of stress. It's a comforting feeling knowing that I'll always have a way to solve my problems. Current application. Recently, I have been able to use my problem-solving techniques, more specifically mind maps, to solve problems in my life. For example, last weekend I was debating whether or not to do homework on the weekend. I made a mind map to go over my problems, solutions, and the possible outcomes. From that, I came to the conclusion that it would be most beneficial to do homework. So this was my mind map. So I was wondering how I was going to spend my weekend. So if I spend it doing free time, the work wouldn't be done as fast and I could finish school late. But if I also did free time, then I would have more time with my family and just free time. But if I did homework, the work would get done faster. But I could also be overworked and not want to work during the week. But I could also be done school early. But if I also do homework, I would have something to keep myself busy on the weekend if I was bored. Future application. Judging from my trend of using mind maps to solve my problems, there is no doubt in my mind that I will continue to use them as I get older and problems get more complicated and common. I can use them for school, work, or even everyday life. And this is just a little mind map visual. The requirements for the Ontario Secondary School Diploma. Description. In the later part of this course, we learned about the different credits and other requirements we need in order to graduate high school. Personal significance. Much like knowing how to solve problems, knowing the requirements to graduate has taken away tons of stress about what I will have to learn in high school. Current application. Being aware of the requirements to graduate has allowed me to make an action plan of the credits I need and courses I need to take, and when I will take them. And this is just the end part of my action plan. Future application. I would like to go to vet school. For this, I would need to take courses like biology, chemistry, and physics, as well as some mathematics. Social science would also be a good course to take, according to CanadianVeterinarians.net. If I hadn't learned about the requirements, I would not have known this and would have taken totally different courses and not have been able to get the job that I really want. Planning my financial future. From the wants to the needs, everything costs money, so that's why it's so important to learn how to reasonably spend it. In the second last lesson in the course, we learned of just how much money different things may cost, and how to spend our money. Personal significance. To me, knowing how to save and spend my money is very significant to my life, because like I stated, everything in life costs money. Knowing that I know how to plan everything financially lets me relax and be somewhat stress-free. For now, that is. So what I was trying to say is that when you kind of have a bank account and you're able to save money and put it away, you stress a lot less about the financial obligations that will occur in the future. Current application. While it is true that you'll have to spend more money in your adult years on bills, housing, and school, there are still ways that you will need to use money during your teenage years. For me, when I get money from doing chores, I make sure to save it and not spend it all at once on one thing, and I always make sure to have some money saved just in case I really needed something. This way of saving your money is something I learned from this course and my own experiences. Future application. Like I mentioned in an earlier slide, knowing expenses only expand with age. Your expenses only expand with age. Knowing how to spend your money and save your money from a young age can save you tons of pain in the future. For the future, however, I plan to keep a small account to put money away from every paycheck. It won't be a lot of money each time, but after a while it will add up. I'll do this to save money if something big happens and I need to spend it. Thank you for watching.